Welcome back, Devils fans. It is your host, Ace, here on Running with the Devils, where we are talking New Jersey Devils hockey all year long. Please hit that subscribe button, smash the like button, share with a friend. Thank you very much. And today, a little news came out. Nothing major, but a little news came out that our man...
He breaks laws and maybe jaws. Kicking him in net, Nico Daws
has signed a 2-year deal with the New Jersey Devils. Press release comes out this morning. Headline reads, Daws inks to 2-year deal with Devils. And we read it here real quick. The New Jersey Devils announced today that the team re-signed goaltender Nico Daws to a 2-year contract with an average annual value of $812,500. The contract details are as follows: 24-25 two-way deal, $775,000 at the NHL level and $350,000 at the American Hockey League level, $465,000 guaranteed, and 25-26 one-way deal at $850,000 at the NHL level. The announcement was made by President and GM Tom Fitzgerald and Devils assistant GM Utica Comets General Manager Dan McKinnon. And this was pretty much expected by everyone. I don't know that we're going to see the level of specificity in the deal, being that they stipulated the first year is a 2-way deal, meaning he could get sent to Utica, and then the second year being a 1-way deal for the NHL. But it seems to me with this signing that the somewhat short-term future of the goaltending for the New Jersey Devils has kind of been established. And I'm not trying to read too much into it, but it kind of seems, barring some outside players brought in, it sets the table for me in what would look like something like this. Obviously, the 24-25 season, we have Jacob with Allen being the backup. So we got Markstrom, Jakeallen for the season coming up, 24-25. Allen's on a 1-year deal, or has 1 year left, rather. And so I fully expect him to be gone for the 25-26 season. And that would be the time I think Nico Daws comes up to be backup for Jacob Markstrom in year 2 of the 2 years remaining on his deal. And we'll see in 25-26 a Markstrom-Nico Daws tandem. And then I believe that leaves the pretty much the only option in my head for 26-27 would then be, depending on how it goes for Markstrom, possibly a 3rd year of Markstrom with Nico Daws as backup, or we move on from Markstrom when the deal's up. Daws now becomes the number 1 guy, and if I was a betting man, I would then at that point think that Poulter would be his backup. But it seems like that's how it's been laid out according to this deal. I did think for a while that Nico Daws was the guy in the system that the Devils as an organization had ranked as like the number 1 guy amongst all the guys fighting for a spot in goal. And that was further kind of proven when Schmid was dealt off to Vegas in the Cotter deal. And now here we are. Daws finally signs his 2-year deal, so he will most likely be, barring injury, in Utica for the Comets next season. He'll probably, I would imagine, get the bulk of the starts. It might end up being some sort of tandem thing, but he's going to be their number 1 guy in Utica with a few other guys, I think, battling it out for the backup spot there. And if I, again, was a betting man, I'm thinking Poulter is going to be the guy who's the backup there in Utica. And after this season coming up, heading into the 25-26 season, Allen will be gone. Nico Daws will be the backup to Markstrom, and we'll take it from there. But very interesting stuff. Good for Nico. Got some money coming in, and it seems like a little bit of his future, it's a little bit clearer, it seems. It definitely seems a little bit clearer, and as I've said, he was the guy it seemed like the organization was the highest on amongst all of our rookie goalies, and so here we have it. He will be the backup for the 25-26 season, and barring bringing someone in from the outside, I'm thinking that he's going to get his real chance to be a full-time NHL starter in the 26-27 season. Now, we obviously drafted Yegorov in the second round with the pick we got from the Marino deal, and there's a couple other guys in the organization, but it seems like the path is pretty clear for him to make his case without trading for or signing in free agency another established goalie. It seems like Nico Daws, as of this very moment, is the goaltender of the future for this New Jersey Devils club. And I like Nico Daws. I thought he got a little bit of a raw deal last season, as most of the team did. With all the injuries and things, the season fell apart. Not to, again, to keep making excuses, but the season was very cursed. And Daws kind of got fed to the wolves on some nights where the defense just wasn't up to par, leaving him out to dry. He played a lot of games in a short time span a few different times, and it wasn't the ideal scenario for a young goalie to develop at the NHL level. It just wasn't. But unfortunately, because of necessity, with the bad goaltending we were receiving all year long, that Daws kind of just got thrown in there and was kind of put in a sink or swim. And he had games where he showed flashes of brilliance. And even in the Stadium Series game, he had a hell of a game in that Stadium Series game at MetLife against the Flyers. Was huge in the win. And I think he is capable of being a franchise goalie. I really do. Again, last season, it's hard for me to use that as a true barometer or test of where he really is because our defense was just very porous and it all fell apart last year. So very hard for me to get an accurate gauge, but I think he's shown enough to where the team believes in him as the next guy. And so with this signing, again, if I had my little crystal ball, it's going to be Markstrom and Allen this year, followed by the Markstrom and Daws tandem in 25-26. And then 26-27 would either see us give Markstrom one more deal, depending on how he plays, one more year possibly for Markstrom in 26-27 with Daws as backup again, or if it doesn't go well and Markstrom seems like he's done, at that point, we will transition to the Nico Daws era fully, where he will be the starter, and then one of the other kids in the organization could possibly be the backup, or maybe we shop for a veteran backup. Who knows? You know, we're so far removed from that. But if I had to pick, I would say it'll be Daws and Poulter as the tandem in 26-27. And I think Poulter's going to be a good player too. I saw a lot of him firsthand watching the Adirondack Thunders drive through this year's playoffs, and he's shown signs of brilliance as well. I think Poulter could really be a great NHL goalie one day. Again, he's also very young, and there's a lot that needs to happen between now and then before he's fully ready. But here we are, Nico Daws, baby. As of now, the next franchise goaltender for your New Jersey Devils, signing his 2-year deal announced today.
He breaks laws,
and we'll see what else happens. I mean, I'm still waiting on something potentially with Dawson Mercer. A lot of people have been kind of asking about that, and maybe it's just taking much longer than they anticipated. I don't know, but you know, we're now heading into August. Hopefully there's no hiccups there, and you know, he comes into camp and ready to go and ready to prove himself. But a little odd, I think, in my opinion, that we haven't seen that yet. But maybe, you know, Fitzy's getting to work and knocking them out one at a time. We are still waiting on the Nolan Foote deal as well. So maybe we'll see Dawson and Foote contract details come out in the next few days. But we're getting closer and closer, guys. I mean, it's been a long time already. I mean, wow. A long time since our New Jersey Devils were on the ice. And it's crazy to think it's been almost 3.5 months. My God. And we have about 9 weeks or so until we open up in Czechia. The dog days of summer. Brutal, brutal stuff. I'm going to be putting out some videos in the next couple days about different things. And I've been telling you all about my summer reading. It's underway. It's underway. I'm doing well. Brodeur Beyond The Crease. Chapter reviews coming in fast and furious very soon. Pick up the book. I'll put the link in the description. We'll have a link to buy the book on Amazon as well. But anything Devils hockey, throw it out there. What do you guys think of the signing? What do you think this means for the future? Anything, everything New Jersey Devils hockey, throw it out there in the comments. I'll be back to talk to you all soon. I love you all. Thank you for watching. And the Daws era is beginning. The Daws era is here. Or not officially here. It'll kick into next year, but the plan is in place. The plan is in place. Like, comment, subscribe, and all that jazz. Until next time, friends, let's go Devils.